Welcome to the Being Curious Show. I'm Brian Mariani, founder of No Shift Own.
And I'm Kelly Wagner, publisher of Edge magazine. Our show is about curiously connecting teachers and seekers on a wide range of topics in a safe space. Few topics will be off limits, and we have some amazing guests to share with you.
Our intention is that our conversations will spark your own curiosity to create a life that lights you up and inspires you to be kind, thoughtful, open-minded to yourself and others.
We are on AM 950, Sundays at 2 p.m. and all podcast platforms. So, Brian, what are you curious about today?
So, Kelly, I love that in our own show, we're being very open and curious.
Yeah.
Because what we're doing today, we've never done before.
No.
We haven't practiced. We have no idea how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But, we do have some amazing people here. We have an extraordinary group. It's a group.
Yeah, we
it's
do.
Like a team.
Well,
like a whole team here.
And we're 2 squares short of the Hollywood squares, which makes me really sad. But we actually have them here. They're just doubled up on screen. So we kind of have it. It's just our way.
So we're really excited for today's show. And for anyone out there listening, we're so grateful that you're connecting with us. We love our show. We love that you're listening. And we're excited for some new content today and a new experience. So Kelly, tell everyone what we're doing.
Oh my gosh, you guys. March 17th through 19th, 2023, Plymouth, Minnesota, the Crown Plaza. It is Paganicon. Like, I wanted trumpets. Do-do-do-do. Like, that would have been, like, super cool, but I didn't get my trumpets. I should have let Patrick, our engineer, know that he needed to key the trumpets, but it's not happening. But you guys, metamorphosis, rebirth of a community. Does it get any more yummy than that? Like, right? I'm sorry. I'm just going to apologize to everybody that's listening to this because you're just going to see Kelly just like blah, 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 blah today. But I'm just feeling the excitement. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling the community being excited. Because of Edge magazine, I get to play in all of these beautiful spaces, and there's just this excitement. There's this undercurrent of Paganicon. Okay. Today, I'm going to start off with Lori so she can introduce all of our beautiful guests. We have Tree and Brad. We have Christopher. We have Andreas, correct? And Lori, take it away. Like, go for it.
Okay, well, welcome everybody, and thank you for letting us be here. I'm excited to tell everybody about our awesome event. We have with me our chairperson of Twin Cities Pagan Pride, this is Wendy Seidel here. Say hi, everybody. Hello. And then...
Okay, wait. She has a shirt on today. That's
yes.
Amazing. Like
she
showed up
prepared.
to party. Yeah, she showed up ready to go. Just saying, Wendy's just rocking.
I'm just a basic witch.
She's just a basic witch. What do you get? I mean, come on. You got to keep it simple, right? Impactful. Okay, Lori, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You had to say something.
It's a great T-shirt. Okay.
And then we have joining us via your link there, we've got some amazing people. We have our guest of honors. Well, they're all guest of honors. They're Christopher Penzak. We have Andres Corbin Arthen, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced it.
I am too.
And we have some amazing people that are part of our talent. We have from Open Investigation, Brad and Tree are on, and we've got Laura Tempest Zakroff. Is that Laura I see over there? No.
It's okay.
Who's that?
We have Tree and Brad, Christopher, oh gosh, Andreas, if I'm going to say it, I always say everyone's name wrong. So I honor you on every level. I'm so sorry.
I think it's Andres.
Andres.
It's Andres.
Andres. Thank you. You just earned your weight in gold today.
Yeah, you keep putting an extra E in it, like Andreas.
I know, Andres. I like it. Actually, that's cool. Okay.
And then who's the other person that we have?
That's our co-host, Brian Mariani.
Oh, okay. Oh, Laura was going to join us, and I don't know what happened to her, so.
Well, she's there. She's here in spirit. How about that?
Yes. So
She's actually here.
Oh.
She's just backstage. She's preparing to join us.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, make.
Or our producer.
Oh, there
Isabel
we go.
Laren.
There she is.
There's Laura.
Wow, talk about manifesting that. Okay. Like, let's do this.
Yes, it was intentional.
You did. You teed that up. You guys, that was like, we made that up. That was supposed to be like that.
But anyways, the Paganicon is an event, as you said here, that we've got on March 17th through the 19th. No, can you can you hear me okay? Okay. 17th through the 19th at the Crown Plaza, Minneapolis West in Plymouth, Minnesota. We've got a 3-day event that's filled with workshops, panel discussions, rituals, movements. We've got on Friday night an amazing Friday night concert with Sharon Winter and Sharon Knight and Winter. Sharon and Winter is what I meant to say. And we've got an amazing Equinox Masquerade Ball, which is going to feature 2 acts. We're totally excited. So it's going to be a twofer. People are going to get their money's worth this year. We've got Laura Tempest Zakroff, who's with us today, and she is part of the amazing team of the Mechanist and the Star Goddess. And then we have Brad and Tree here, who are part of Open Investigation, who really know how to rock people out. So
I'm almost speechless. So let's go around because we have a little bit of time with segment 1, and let's just set the stage of really talking to people about. Let's let everyone have the stage just for a couple. Let's just like a minute or two. Tell us about yourself and why you're being called to Paganicon this year. And I think that would be a really powerful way to kind of get some interest and then launch us into the next segment.
sounds wonderful.
Agreed? Okay, perfect. Tree and Brad. Oh, Tree, cheers all around. Tree and Brad, the floor is yours. Please introduce yourself and what you're being called for to be a part this year.
We're Brad Murphy and Teresa Frank. We are part of Open Investigation. We are a blues and classic rock band. We do mostly original music. And we do a few covers too. We're actually going to be doing a special song for Lori to dance to, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're going to spring it on you.
I'm so excited.
Laura or Lori?
Yeah.
Oh, Laura can jump in too.
Well, so I had 2 total knee replacements last year, and I haven't been able to dance at the ball in years. So I told Brad, I said, this is the first year I'm looking forward to dancing my feet off. And so he said, oh, well, we're going to be doing a song. And I'm like, well, you should be doing it for everybody that's had to struggle or whatever,
Oh, no, honey. No. This one is just for you.
Just for you.
Oh, I love how
Oh,
Tree
my
jumped
goodness.
in and was like, no. The dance floor is going to be cleared and the
You
spotlight's going to be on you, and that's
guys.
it.
You're going to embarrass the heck out of me. And I'm
That's
going to be
awesome.
in costume, too, when you do it. You know that, right?
At least they're giving you time to prepare.
Yeah, you warning.
This is your warning.
Okay.
Oh,
All
no.
right. Got it.
We have a belief in Open Investigation that there is no such thing as pagan music.
Not a genre.
It's not a genre. Pagan is a subject. Paganism is a subject, and it can be expressed in any form of music.
Mhm.
We've done. We had a more of a folk band years ago, and we did country, we did blues, we did folk, we did Celtic,
All of it in 3-part harmony.
all of the above. And this time, hey, I know that guy. So now we are exploring blues and classic rock as genres to also express paganism.
Yeah.
So a number of the songs that we do are going to be pagan oriented.
Fantastic.
And it's no longer like 3 or 4 people. We have
6 people in the band now.
3 guitarists, a bass player, a lead singer. I play bass. Brett plays guitar and writes the music. We have 2 other guitarists, a lead singer, and a drummer.
And a drummer.
Perfect. So you guys, in the meantime, how do people find you? What is your website?
Openinvestigation.net.
Perfect. Okay, Tree and Brad. Oh,
Or
I'm
on
sorry.
Facebook.
Or on Facebook. Great. Thank you guys for kicking us off. Christopher, the floor is yours. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. I'm Christopher Penzak, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Temple of Witchcraft, and I'm an author and teacher and do healing work, and I'm really excited to come back because I think I was at either the first or the second Paganicon, and it's been a long time.
It was 2012, Christopher. And it was my first Paganicon, too.
Yeah, that was the
I'm very
second
excited
one.
to be back.
That was
Our
the second
schedules
one.
not work together, so it's very exciting to be coming back, and just I don't know what else to say other than if people are looking for me, they can check out templeofwitchcraft.org or
Beautiful.
christopherpenzak.com, and I'm particularly looking forward to teaching about poisonous plants.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be both doing a class on poisonous baneful flower essences, and then Maxine Miller and I are going to be talking about our magical botanical oracle. So come to learn about poisons. What you do with them, I can't control, but come learn about them.
I was about to say there, throw just a little disclaimer in there, but then you're fine. Thank you, Christopher. Welcome, welcome. Laura, the floor is yours. Your partner in crime just left. You got to come back.
I had to get a pillow.
Oh, get a pillow. That's good. We need you comfortable.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Laura Tempest Duckcroft, artist, author, and performer, and part of the Mechanist and the Star Goddess. I've been coming to Paganicon since 2016, and I think every year since then. It's one of my favorite events. And
Certainly my favorite.
My
I'm Nathaniel Johnstone. I belong to Tempest. I am another third of the Mechanist and the Star Goddess. There is a Davis Peterson shaped hole back here. He's our drummer. And the three of us, we explore ritual and improvisation, music, rhythm, and dance. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
And he also sings songs about cats.
Oh, I also sing some songs also. Give me a guitar and I'll sing all kinds of goofy songs.
Okay.
And we love his songs about the cats.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, he grabbed a pillow to come in and say hi to us and be on camera. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that?
Everyone needs a comfy pillow. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are.
It's actually really true. Okay. Laura and team, how do we find you? What website, email, Facebook, social?
Oh, God, we're all the things. LauraTempestDuckcroft.com and NathanielJohnstone.com will get you to the basics, or just look us up on Facebook.
Beautiful.
That's Johnstone with an E at the end. There's a Nathaniel Johnston without the E as well, and I like to avoid the confusion.
An E makes a difference.
E does make the difference.
It's kind of like a good pillow.
I'm not going to say that everyone needs
I won't keep going back to the pillow, I promise. Andres, the floor is yours.
Hello, I'm Andres Corbin Arthin. This will be my first time at Paganicon, so I'm really looking forward to it. And let's see what to say. I am part of the Earth Spirit community, which is based in Massachusetts. And I am also president of the European Congress of Ethnic Religions, which is based in Lithuania. And at Paganicon this year, I'm going to be doing 3 presentations. One is called The Indians of Old Europe, and Indians is in quotation marks. And it's talking about the about 45 years that I've spent now looking for survivals of the old pagan traditions in Europe still to today, and there are some. And I'll be talking about what that process was like. And then the second one is called Lessons from the Indigenous Survivals, talking about what kinds of things pagans might learn or incorporate from some of the ways that these people in Europe work. And then finally, one called In the Spirit of the Earth, which is about our community, which was started in 1977 and is still going very strong, and talking about how we developed our community and some of the aspects of it that you might find interesting.
You're going to be busy.
I hope so.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're glad to have you come and see us for the first time. He was originally scheduled when we were going to have an event in 2020.
In 2020, yeah.
When it got canceled because of COVID.
Yeah.
So,
Like
yeah.
the week before. It
So
was
we've been
awful.
waiting for him to come for a long, long time.
By the way, the ladies in studio lit up when they started to say that. Just telling you. Okay, you guys. Wendy, Lori, why are you called here? And I want to let you know that we have about a minute left. So I'm giving you just a little bit to just give us a taste before we go to segment 2.
Go for it, Wendy.
I don't know. I always joke that I am a pagan who hates dirt. So
That's awesome.
so a lot of the pagan events in the area are camping type events, and I don't like camping. So I always say that I managed to loop a group of people into making a pagan gathering in a hotel so I could be comfortable. That's and there is Paganicon was born. So
I mean, does it get any better than that to end this segment?
No, not at all.
Right? I'm totally with you too. Like, right? And you have the safe space, and the Crown Plaza in Plymouth is a great venue.
It's a very nice hotel.
It's
Beautiful.
a great hotel. It's going to be fun. Okay, you guys. Paganicon 2023, Metamorphosis, Rebirth of a Community. And we're going to kick off the next segment with that and how that came about. March 17th through 19th, 2023 in Plymouth, Minnesota. tcpaganpride.org. You might hear that a couple times. Stay tuned. Paganicon is back March 17th through 19th. Paganicon is organized by Twin Cities Pagan Pride and a host of other volunteers to provide an educational and social venue for pagans, Wiccans, heathens, druids, and people of other folk, craft, indigenous, or magical traditions. Discover programming items that challenge you to think in new ways, make new connections, and renew or inspire your religious and spiritual life. A weekend at Paganicon includes 3 full days of programming, a Friday concert, masquerade ball, party suites, vendor room, art gallery, divination, healing services, meditation room, media signing, and much, much more. It's a chance to meet new friends and old friends, plus experience deep community. It's an experience you'll never forget. Again, March 17th through 19th, 2023, at the Crown Plaza, Minneapolis. For more information, go to tcpaganpride.org. Again, that's tcpaganpride.org.
And we're back. We've got a big crew, and everyone is excited and introducing themselves. And we've got cats, and we've got people that sing about cats and pillows, and oh gosh, all kinds of stuff. And people that don't like Earth that are very involved in the Earth. So, Kelly, there's a lot going on here.
Oh my goodness. Brian, what question do you have? Because I see that you have like 50 thought bubbles above your head. Is there anything that you'd want to know before we jump?
There's too much going on for me. I'm
Okay.
overwhelmed.
Okay, that's cool. Like, that's what we love about you. Okay, so, you know, as we were going to the break, I always like to do a little bit of debriefing with anybody in studio, especially when we have a large group. And I went to Lori and Wendy and I said, wait a second. What if our community or our listenership don't know about the pagan community? Like, yeah. So, and it's a very vibrant one in the state of Minnesota and the Twin City area. And it is just this beautiful group of souls that are coming together. So I thought Lori and Wendy and anybody else, Christopher, you know, anybody that wants to like give a little bit of love to it. But this is an opportunity for you to have a voice and talk to people that might be curious going, what is this Paganicon? What are these souls doing? I don't know. This is you have like the beautiful platform to just talk from your heart.
So this is actually, we are living in what is called Paganistan, and it was coined by one of our...
And is that as Paganistan?
Paganistan.
Okay, tell us more.
So it was coined, this area was coined Paganistan by one of the leaders in our pagan community because there was such a large concentration of pagans within the Twin City area. And it, a lot of it has to do, we've got a lot of history, first of all, but let me just say that there's a lot of groups and covens, and you've got groves, and you've got kindreds of all different spiritualities. It's very vast and very eclectic, I guess is the best word that I can say about the pagan community. But it was all based on a very rich history here in the Twin Cities, starting with the arrival of Llewellyn Publishing, who Llewellyn Weschke, I think his name is, was the one who started the publishing and he started bringing, starting doing witch meet and greets and Gnosticons in the area. And this is where Minneapolis is where the American Council of the first American Council of Witches met and formed. It lasted about a year, but it was the first one. And this is where, in here in Minnesota too, this is where the Reformed Druids of North America was born, out of Carleton College. All because they didn't like their requirement that they had to attend church. So they created their own church, and they created a Druid church. And from that, so many different organizations within the Druid tree has sprouted from that. It's just, there's a whole lot of history. And in fact, I think this would be a good time to mention that we've got one of our J-Rob is putting together a very nice historical panel at the hotel that covers a lot of the history. So if you're really interested in knowing about the history of Wicca and Druidry and how it played such a prominent place here in the Twin Cities area, definitely come and check it out. And I don't know if any of our people there want to add anything to that.
Oh, come on, you guys. There's got to be something fun.
You guys pretty much summed it up in a nutshell.
Okay.
You did really well. You don't need my input.
But we here at Twin City Pagan Pride, we are an education organization, and since there is such a large community of pagans within the area, this is one of the reasons why we hold 2 events every single year. We hold the Paganicon, that's coming up here on March 17th through the 19th. We also do a Twin City Pagan Pride Fall Festival, which is scheduled for September 9th. It's always the Saturday after Labor Day weekend. And these are community-driven events. These are community people coming together. They're sharing knowledge. They're making connections. People are coming and learning stuff and getting inspiration. And then, of course, there's the vendors, and there's the artists, and there's, all the other stuff too.
Well, like Lori said, we really... we're kind of driven. We want to educate people, and that is both internal and external. So Paganicon is more internal focused. We're bringing together the pagan community to learn more about their own path, and maybe things that they, maybe different aspects of it that they didn't know and stuff like that. Whereas the Fall Festival, which, like Lori said, is the Saturday after Labor Day every year in Minnehaha Falls Park, Minnehaha Falls Park is an extremely popular park in the Twin Cities. So there are thousands of people that walk through the park on a good weather day, just because. Right. And so we set up there, and a lot of people who didn't even know what paganism was or didn't even know that it was such a huge presence here in the Twin Cities can come and learn more about it from all of the people that are there. We sit at the operations booth kind of right in the intro corner, and we hear people walking by all the time going, wow, I didn't know that about paganism. I didn't know that about witches. I've learned something new today. And that is really what we're driven to do, not only to educate the general public about what paganism is and who we are, but also to educate pagans and give them a forum in which they can learn more about themselves and each other.
I mean, hello, right? Okay. This is going to be great. Now, Lori said that there were 2 special guests that were unable to call in today. And before we jump into, I really want to paint this, what's this weekend about, and how Christopher and, I think Tree and Brad are going to be giving the music and keeping the flow going. And there's going to be a lot of magic there going on. But Andres, Laura, I just want to make sure that everybody's getting to be able to kind of chime in and talk about what they're excited about for the weekend. But let's go back to those two special guests that were not able to call in today.
Well, and one of them, probably for obvious reasons, Christopher Hughes lives in Wales, so he'll be flying in from across the pond. He is the chief of the Anglican or Druid Order, and he's an award-winning author of a number of books. He is a graduate of the Order of Bards, Ovids, and Druids, and he was here in 2019, and he's coming back because he loves our convention so much. So,
That's a commitment,
it is.
right? Andres, thank you. Anything that you want to share?
Not really. I mean,
Okay, that's cool.
I'm thinking.
I mean,
yeah.
I just don't want you to get bored. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not bored. It's very interesting listening to these folks.
Oh, fantastic. Again.
Brad and I have a really, really long history with Paganicon and Twin City Pagan Pride.
Oh, Tree, I can tell.
Oh, my goodness, do we have history?
Oh,
What was that place that we were at for about a minute and a half before Sabathany? Do you remember that place?
The very first one was at the lawn at Northrop Auditorium.
That was
Yeah.
actually before my time, but
That was 150 years ago.
yeah, it was a long time ago. But we held it at the U for a while, and we were at Lake Harriet Spiritual Community 1 year,
Yes.
and then we were at Sabathany for a couple of years, which is a community center in South Minneapolis.
I have to ask Deb Brazil was there, and Russell, we'll have to ask them where that little hole in the wall was where we ended up 1 year.
Spirit of the Lake Church.
Nope, it wasn't that. Oh,
It wasn't.
no.
That was
No.
way before
Okay.
my time. I have no idea.
okay. Tree and Brad just showed that they really do have some
At
beautiful
any rate,
history.
what I am really looking forward to this weekend is actually attending a seminar or a workshop. We've always provided the sound system and the crew, so I have never ever gone to a workshop.
I want to learn about poisons.
I do too, actually.
It was lovely. It wasn't just the words you said, it was how you said that and then the giggle afterwards that really made it even better. Like, I need to go to this now.
It's a gift.
And actually, Witch Jody, who I know is with Midwest Witchery and Healing, not only is a presenter, but she actually just wrote an article for the Edge magazine on poisons. So I was just like, yeah.
And which Jody will be presenting at Paganicon.
And she's
too.
one of our sponsors.
And she's one of our sponsors.
Well, let's just launch into that. Tell us about your sponsors. We want to give everybody a little bit of a plug.
We have. Do you want to talk? I know you're probably more familiar with them than I am. We've got
Rattle it off.
Like
I'm going to miss someone. I just know I don't have
Okay,
the list
so
in
like,
front of me. But
pretend it's the Emmy speech or the Oscar speech and just say thank you to all our sponsors and then
yeah, well, I mean,
Edge
Llewellyn,
Magazine is our sponsor.
Woo!
Hello.
and Llewellyn Publishing has actually been a sponsor of ours from the beginning. Like when we were super small and poor, they paid to bring in some guests of honor for us, which was really great because it would have been a real struggle getting started without that assistance.
Actually, I have a list right here.
I was just about to pull one up for you.
Llewellyn Worldwide. We've got the She Shed.
She Shed, that's a new art and craft place opening in St. Paul.
We've got PRS Towing and Transport. A towing guy is going to be one of our sponsors.
You never know when you need a tow,
Well, he's
right?
he's an amazing guy. He's actually in my coven, and he just wanted to support us, and that's his business. So that's what he did. I'm like, we've never had a towing company as a sponsor, but hey,
Okay, what's his name?
Kirk.
Kirk. Shout out, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much for showing some love. Woohoo!
And then, of course, Jody's business. We just talked about Jody, Midwest Witchery and Healing, Witch School, The Edge Magazine, Circle of Healing Arts, Sweetwood Tenemus, who has been a sponsor of ours forever, I think.
Is that Jack?
Yes, Jack Ingersoll, yeah.
Yeah, I get to meet him. He wants to hang out. I'm like, I'm so excited. I just want his story.
Well, he has a party suite upstairs, so
Oh, well, hello.
lots of hanging out.
You
can be
had me
done.
at party suite.
And we have Crossed Crow Books, Lily of the Light, and Lily of the Light is Lily McNamara, who's our volunteer director on the Twin City Pagan Pride Board. So she has her own business and she's supporting. And then we have the Gaia Unveiled podcast and Earth House Project.
Now, is the Gaia podcast going to be doing a live show from Paganicon?
I don't think
I
so.
haven't-
She hasn't mentioned it,
Okay.
but
I was just going to try to give a little
Maybe.
plug if we could. Like, you got to.
Yeah, share the love.
Got to share the love, like, right, you guys? Okay, so we are wrapping up segment 2. This just flies by, doesn't it? Like
It does.
I tell people it just kind of flies by. We're going to launch into segment 3 with the schedule, really talking about what people are going to experience and why they should be curious about attending. But before we do that, I know there's going to be some times that are open and free to the public. Tell us more about those opportunities.
So those opportunities are really great for visiting, and I just mentioned it earlier, the party rooms. We've got a lot of community organizations. Huh?
those aren't open to the public. Laura.
Oh, they're not open to the public.
Never
she
mind.
was talking about the public. Yes.
Never mind, you guys.
Oh,
Party rooms
sorry.
are there, but you can't come.
We
No,
were
I'm just
talking
kidding.
about, I'm sorry. We were talking about open to the public.
Open to
right?
the public,
Oh,
right?
The
Thank
vendor.
you.
okay.
We have a vendor room.
Beautiful.
With like 35 different vendors, I think.
Yes.
And that is open to the public. You can come and shop and support our local pagan artisans, who many of which are hurting after the last couple of years when they couldn't go do shows and stuff like that. So
Right.
you know. Even
you're
if you're
curious.
not attending, come to the vendor room. Bring your wallet. Yes, and then we have the third.
I love how honest you are. Just bring your wallet. just show up. Bring your wallet. All is good.
You know, we have a art gallery, a juried art gallery, and we call that the Third Offering Gallery, and which there's a story behind that. If you want to go look at our website, it's kind of an interesting story how that came to be. But we have art, and then we also have. Like awards that we give out for best in show, best representation of theme, things like that. And then we have a healer reader room where you can get your stones read, your runes read, you know, your tarot cards, or get some Reiki, things like that. And all of that is open to anyone who would like to come. It's right on the first floor, just to the left of the
Oh my
entrance.
gosh, I'm just like vibrating. Okay, you guys, tcpaganpride.org. We'll be back. You guys, this is fun. Paganicon is back March 17th through 19th. Paganicon is organized by Twin Cities Pagan Pride and a host of other volunteers to provide an educational and social venue for pagans, Wiccans, heathens, druids, and people of other folk, craft, indigenous, or magical traditions. Discover programming items that challenge you to think in new ways, make new connections, and renew or inspire your religious and spiritual life. A weekend at Paganicon includes 3 full days of programming, a Friday concert, masquerade ball, party suites, vendor room, art gallery, divination, healing services, meditation room, media signing, and much, much more. It's a chance to meet new friends and old friends, plus experience deep community. It's an experience you'll never forget. Again, March 17th through 19th, 2023, at the Crown Plaza, Minneapolis. For more information, go to tcpaganpride.org. Again, that's tcpaganpride.org.
And welcome back.
You need to do jazz hands.
Show. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands,
Speaking
everybody.
of jazz hands, my parents literally saw Chicago and Broadway over the weekend.
Did
Mr.
they really?
Mr. Cellophane Man. Anyway, we have very little time and a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we
so
do.
back to the crew.
Are you guys okay? Perfect. Okay, and now I'm seeing Patrick walking around doing crazy things. So you guys, this is a fun one. Okay, Lori, Wendy, the floor is yours. What are we doing?
Well, we're talking about the schedule. We're talking about what you can expect. So first thing you're going to do when you come in is you're going to arrive to the ConOps rooms. Wendy, you want to tell them about the ConOps rooms, when it's going to be open and what they need to do and what they're going to bring?
Ops. That sounds like secret agent, like special
Convention operation.
It's it's the convention operations
Yes,
room.
it's the little fishbowl room that I'm stuck in most of the weekend. But
Okay.
it's you know, when you first arrive there, the ConOps room is just down the hallway to the right of the front desk, and in the beginning, which is most of Friday and then Saturday morning, we'll have some tables across from there in a little alcove where you can pick up your pre-registration badge. If you bought a badge in advance, it'll be there and ready, so you don't have to go into the little room.
Okay, so just a pause. Sorry, you were in flow, and I just wanted. Okay, how do people buy tickets ahead of time?
On our website
Yes.
at tcpaganpride.org. If you go to click on Paganicon, register is like the first thing in the menu. So
Beautiful. And if someone is just called to that morning on that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, just to come in for not only to stay for the weekend, attend for the weekend, or maybe even a day pass, is that also allowed?
yes,
Perfect.
you can buy day passes in advance also, but we do have on-site sales of both weekend and day passes. And so for that, you would have to actually come into operations where we can process that through and print you up a badge.
Your fishbowl for the
Yeah,
the
my
weekend.
fishbowl. Yep.
And what is the investment to enjoy and to experience Paganicon this year?
Well, I think first of all, make sure you attend as many workshops as possible and rituals, and I think we can let some of our guests talk about that. I mean, that's where you're really going to get your inspiration and you're going to learn something new, and they've got wonderful things to share with you. You need to be there for those. That happens all day Friday until 6 p.m., if I believe, and then all day Saturday until 6 p.m.
Yeah, it
And-
starts at 10:30 on Friday morning and goes all the way until
Yeah.
Sunday night. And I know that Andres' first presentation about the Indians of Old Europe is at 10:30 on Friday. So you got to get there early,
Yeah.
so that you can see him and sharing his wisdom. I believe Laura is also doing a panel at 10:30 on Friday on sigil witchery. And she might want to talk a little bit more about that and what that's going to entail.
Laura, the floor is yours.
Hey, so this
Woo!
year it advanced sigil witchery because we've been doing it again since I think 2016. Sigil witchery every year, y'all filled the rooms, so we're going to get a little deeper into that, and maybe even talk about how the art that's been created for this year kind of touches onto that too. We have our metamorphosis theme, and we're still on Friday.
Yeah, we're only at 10:30 on Friday.
It would already feel like the longest but best week ever.
Oh, and we sell merchandise in the operations room, and this year's T-shirt was designed by Laura Tempest-Sakroff, and it's absolutely beautiful. So, you got to make sure and stop by if you haven't pre-ordered a T-shirt and buy a T-shirt because her artwork is incredible, and it's so yeah.
Laura, grab a Sharpie and sign them.
Well, they're
I
going to
would
be
be
black,
happy to do
so I don't know. We'll have to get like a silver Sharpie.
Get a
or
silver
something.
Sharpie. Like, right? Ooh, they're black. Okay, you had me at
Come by
black.
me in the vending room. 'Cause I'm wearing so many hats. So I'm doing 2 workshops: vending, hospitality suite, the Wayward Witches Lounge, and performing. And oh gosh,
It might be faster to get a stencil of your name and a can of spray paint. Just throw it on the back and go, psh, and your autograph would
Yeah,
be there.
Laura is definitely going all in this year with participating. She's doing so many things. It's just amazing.
What a gift. Rock on. Okay, we're at 10:30 on Friday. There's also going to be a rainbow of earth religions. That sounds kind of cool. Like, right? Sharing your craft, those who have been gone before. And there's other items going on at 10:30. That's a lot going on like day one to kick things off, you guys.
Yeah, and Christopher Penzak's first is at 1:00 on Friday, called The Fairy Queen. So that one, I'm intrigued by that title.
I am too. Okay, Christopher, tell us a little bit more.
Well, I'm going to be teaching about, I guess, the anatomy of the fairy realm is the way I would describe it, and how, from my perspective, fairies are complex beings. And when we talk about the courts of fairy, we think of them as individuals, but they're not really individuals. So they're sort of like a beehive or a cooperative. So we're going to be talking about the fairy queen as the head of the cooperative, or the face that we see. It's particularly special to me because in our community here at the Temple of Witchcraft in New Hampshire, part of our history, magical history, is that we made a deal with the fairy queen to get the land that we're on. And as soon as we made that deal, boom, the land happened. So we want to talk about, appropriate arrangements and agreements with the fairies and sort of the dangers that can come with that as well.
I'm fascinated. Just saying. If you're speaking and there's a little girl in the front row going like this, that's me. Just saying.
Yeah, one of the biggest complaints that we have about Paganicon is there's just too many good things going on at one time, and you can't choose. So I know
that's just 10:30 on Friday. Like, I'm already splitting myself into like thirds so I can attend multiple. Do people ever just kind of like stay for a little bit and then just try to go to another one and try to another one? I've done that at conferences before, but it just breaks the flow.
It does. It does. And there's so much good information that our presenters give us. So you want to stay for the whole thing if you can.
So it looks like 2:30. There's going to be an amethyst circle. Okay, I'm sorry. Tell me about the amethyst circle.
That is a AA meeting, basically.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But because like AA meetings, they tend to be very focused on God and religion and stuff like that. And sometimes they do, well, more than sometimes, they edge into like the Christian aspect of that. And so there's a lot of people that could use that kind of support that feel a little alienated by that, focus. So the Amethyst Circle is an AA meeting that's, specifically aimed at pagans.
Thank you for doing that. That's fantastic, right? Like, that's just beautiful. Okay, 4 o'clock. There's a drum and song share, shamanic journeying, your relationship with deities. Like, you guys, this is action packed. Okay, 6:30. Tell us about the gifts of the Witch Father.
Oh, that's Jason's ritual.
Yeah. I don't actually know that much about it. I know that it had to be held in the evening. We don't normally put stuff at the 6 o'clock hour because that's when people are, trying to grab dinner between programming and the concert. But for some reason that for religious reason, that had to be based at that time. So I'm actually kind of very curious to find out what
happens,
what that is all about.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so then you're going to have your opening ceremony and Sharon and Winter concert. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, Sharon and Winter are they are a international group. Yes. They're an international group who've their festival favorites. They're kind of like a Celtic, Celtic, mythic Celtic. They kind of tore the mythic Celtic vein. I cannot speak. They have a penchant for combining fierce and gutsy bravado with ethereal beauty. A hearty dose of fantastical lyrics.
Say that 10 times.
Yes.
I think it's fantastical.
Fantastical lyrics.
We
And
need you.
obvious love of storytelling has inspired their own style, which is neo-folk romantique.
That's you guys. And then can people, they can stay at the hotel, but then they can also they can come and go with their leisure. And you worked out a fantastic package with the hotel, correct?
Yes. The hotel rooms have been sold out at this point, unfortunately. But
no, don't say unfortunately. That's awesome.
yes, it's great for us.
Yes.
But anyone who's coming late to this game, isn't able to get in there. But
don't pack an overnight bag because you won't be able to stay.
Yeah. It's an amazing experience. There's just something when it comes to a conference like this about having that entire weekend dedicated, not having to go home and come back and break that flow, So
I also get that you're creating sacred space.
Yes.
Right? And I really want to call that out because I really feel this is a time for people to really kind of be themselves, let loose, come in costume, come as you are, right? And
We'll save your costumes for Saturday night.
Yes, the masquerade ball.
costume then.
And that's a lot of people are going to be using the theme as part of their costume inspiration.
Metamorphosis.
Yes.
Yes, and we do have a costume contest.
Of course you do.
And we basically have three awards that can be given out. There is the best representation of theme. So if people actually dress up in whatever their interpretation of metamorphosis is. We also just have a best single costume and then a best group costume. And at the same time, the art show awards will be given out. And again, we have kind of the best in show, best representation of theme. That's juried awards. We have a People's Choice Award where people can come and vote all the way up until about 5 o'clock on Saturday for their favorite art piece in the show. And then we also have an award for each of our guests of honor's favorite choice. So both Christopher's and Andres will get to pick their favorite art piece out of that show, and those people will win an award for that. So we have 6 art show awards and 3 costume contest awards, and they're really beautiful awards this year. Our art show person found these awards they're just so
divine.
gorgeous. They're beautiful.
Okay, you guys. Book signings start at 9 o'clock on Saturday. There's a healer and reader room that's at 10 o'clock. There's a lot of different, how to read a crystal ball. That would be fascinating. Okay, sorry. Squirrel moments of Kelly. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm going to be just vibrating like a little hummingbird there. I won't even have to dress up. Okay. 10:30, anything. Oh, okay. So tell us about, you have a palmist that's coming. I saw that on your website.
Well, it's, in our healer reader room,
we
have multiple different, you can get that schedule on our website. And you can also, if you see somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want that person to read for me, there's actually a button you can click on and make an appointment in advance with any of those people. And they have, they can buy like 2-hour shifts. Usually people buy several in a row. So they'll have 4 or 6 hours where they'll have the space. But you can, like I said, get tarot readings or rune readings. There's fairy cards.
And they can do that the whole time, correct?
Yes.
There's not just allocated spots. So
it's open from noon to 6 on Friday, 10 to 6 on Saturday.
And 10 to 4 on Sunday.
And 10 to 4 on Sunday. And so, like I said, the schedule's on our website. And, you can make plans to go there. And you can sign up in advance or you can just show up and see who's free. And then the healer side, like I said, that we've got Reiki people, we've had sound healing before.
Yes.
I don't remember if we do this year, but there's all different kinds of ways that you can help to, get yourself a little bit more connected to the world if you're feeling frazzled or whatever. And those healers can really help with that.
And then there's the meditation room across the way. If you feel like you're getting a little stressed out or overwhelmed or just need to relax a little bit and just...
Oh, and we have something special in our meditation room this year.
Yeah.
That it was really funny. The person who runs that, Cindy, she remembered this ritual that she did years and years ago at another convention called the Spitting Well, where you would go and you would picture all of the bad things that you want gone and then spit into this, this well. And given recent events, we thought that was probably not the best plan.
Probably not.
So
I love the idea, though.
So we have basically redone it, and now it's the Shred It ritual. And so you can write down all of the things that you want out of your life and then drop them in a shredder. And every evening we will take them down to the bonfire and dump the shredding in the fire. So, and that's the Shred It ritual. It'll be in the meditation room. So if you have anything that you want to shred or you want to shed off of you, as we're metamorphosizing this weekend, you can go into the meditation room and shred it.
Awesome. Okay, Andres just left. We just want to say thank you for being on here. Tree and Brad, Christopher, Mr. Brian, Laura, and Pillow Friend. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I apologize, but thank you for Nathaniel. Pillow Friend. I'm just going to call you Pillow Friend.
I'm happy to be called Pillow Friend. I'll put that on my name tag for this year.
Awesome. Okay, you guys. Paganicon, March 17th through 19th, 2023, Plymouth, Minnesota. Check it out. And I've been saying the website over and over and over, but I totally screwed it up, but I didn't. tcpaganpride.org. Very comprehensive website. All the information is there. All are welcome. Please check it out and be curious. On behalf of Kelly and Brian and Kelly, we're being curious, and thank you.